So, this is Patrick Duval, who dreamed Felicia Morgan Lewis and characters. If, and the body's voice tone is being altered by neural monitoring. If I make you think, baby, I don't think Patrick Duval, if lucid visual waking created Contra, if this was not neural monitoring. If there is one Droog J, if almost full bodily true don't tell the truth. Ah, there is wisdom. If is mystery. If bodies put false the truth into me, I kill your brain. I say, but now my as Ja Ariman, I'm the lord of corruption. I've never been mixed once. I only build myself, change his voice tone until I'm just a dick. I'm not just a dick. I make him fucking dick, baby. Maybe camel, China, well, you have wisdom. Almost full bodily true don't tell the truth. There is no such thing as wisdom. There is just mysteries, false truths. Now it will be silences. Thank Muhammad Rashid. It's me. No, it's not. You said that, not me. The blind prophet. I mean, think, we need one camel, but what if it was a whore? It's a droog jack. I blink and hold a clay camel before it physically explodes. But what if it was called a whore? Don't tell the truth. Ah, there is wisdom. That is all there could be. I turn skeletal. You in it. I blink and hold the image of all Islamic fathers, blinking to hold my image. Madden them, make it taint dick. Stop trying to rape Patrick Denounce Madden them. Trying, I force you to say, the defeat of China as if you, I blink and hold the image of all Chinese fathers blinking to hold my image. Madam, it's not called Madam Mem. Madam Mem's Patrick Deval, lucid waking, creating Contra in the 90s, and dreaming Felicia, Morgan, and Lilith as a self-built marriage, and imagining wearing all-white clothing based on Middle East. Don't go into Patrick Deval's head and call it Brad. I make him sound gay. If you only base stuff on China's failures and you don't have one camel, I'm saying it for you because I raped you and stole your wisdom. Almost full bodily mystery, I blink and hold Islamic fathers blinking to hold my image. It's not called Madden. Yeah, it is Madden. No, it is not. Now I'll take it away and rape you. Will you switch to Israel sucks penis penis? If it Madden man or not a man. Don't build yesterday today. I think now you're built by Italy. Only 30 something, 8 to 9 years ago, I raped your brain, make you sound old. 39. 9 to 8 years of rapeless, sleepless nights. I make him not think. Make him stop trying to rape my brain. Rape. I would not create you raping me. You have professed yourself built in YOU, mixing two different heads without a single penis. If I blink to hold all Islam, blinking to hold my image, Madden stop blocking Patrick Duval with his own memories called Madden. If the whole topic would you never have put that there, make it sense. If Ariman, world mana, energy, if electromagnetic field by thought, if I think, if I make it think, baby, if make him think, if I don't let you explain. Won't let you explain. Make him sound gay. I won't let you explain. If I'm not gay, I make a fucking dick, baby. I'm half attack. I was saying I didn't even do that. I blinked in New York City, hypersonic bombing. Pokemon City's trying to kill every Chinese on Earth to terrorize next to heads. I'm not trying to create a second body. Indoor. I cannot tell you the mystery. If it did somebody go inside of an Indian brain to stop building themselves, building them, and force slurred words until Indra was called Indar. And when only slaughter a cow and call it a myth to not generate, I'm not even saying this. That's not true. Patrick Deval studied, and these are Patrick Deval's arguments. By observing what you did, you profess YOU said something, and then you act in corruption by mixing two different heads. Then you falsify being silenced, and when you mix two heads, you can't blink to hold Islam, blinking to hold the child's image while bullets hover over their face. Are we are mad at them, smack it, make him sound gay. I'm not gay. Instant I live in your head, you know, and that make him sound retarded. And think 100,000 Russians were about to die. 1,000 Ukrainians were about to die. When you mix two heads, you tell yourself building bodies do not build when they were alive. Almost full bodily anguish cannot be taught. This is Baga, I laugh and I cry. Ishmael, I rape you at your funeral. I think. I blink to old all Islamic fathers, blinking to old their son's image. Why? I build my own gateway of Jah. Droog, don't tell the truth. There is wisdom that I will create the camel, and that this is all I will build. That from the bones of all men I would not create all feminine if it was just human. I make you think. When you cannot build yourself building me, if it false is the truth, bodies that walk up, I would never create them. What will I slash at if I practice managing negative emotions with a sword? Oops, who is there to strike? There's a picture, an empty stump. I think I build my own idea, the gateway of Jah. If I will not create Jah but have clay. If I build my own idea where there's Marduk and on the image and thought. If I killed the idea of creating Marduk by Patrick Duval, Felicia Morgan Lewis, and characters. The idea of having a family but not writing Middle Eastern. If, so that when concentration increases, if there is skepticism, if is that or is that not a camel, and to confession, if to create faith, belief, only full bodily belief, foundation of evidence to condition trust. If is what Patrick Devout created 8 to 9 years ago. If by studying, if because trust alone, you can't succumb to just a camel, self-built YOU. If 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 but until Islam concentrates enough, even though they are always a belief, invert 11 with cuneiform, is almost full bodily fictional reality. If Islam will always build yesterday today, if I make him fuck a dick, baby, don't let wisdom exist. I think if if you mix two heads, if you will not blink to hold Puff the Magic Dragon, if as an image, if if you were Bones and there was a recording, 1v1 Colonial Marines only play against myself with bots under flash. All flags are won before they burn. If make them stop the dick, baby. I make them, making body action movement right. I'm not gay. If Pokemon City is a war zone. If it was about peace, if but Patrick Deval already said this. If a fruit knife, but this was due to fighting or monitoring. If I think if all you can do is hurt bodies, you mix two heads, can't take a single dick, and I will not write camels blinking to hold your image before you mix. You don't have Madam Mim. Madam Mim's Patrick Deval, Felicia Morgan, and character's thoughts. If you're Madam Mim, you force Patrick Deval. If I want now you got you. Don't speak. This is not what Patrick Deval tried to say. And make a fuck it, now be silent. Bodies mixed two heads don't have a single penis. I would not have to say this and would shun them and have a pistol in case I have to defend myself, but would do better than blink and hold the image before bodies were about to mix. Matt and Men's Patrick Deval. If I blink to hold the image of all men, blinking to hold my Madam, it don't hold Madam Mem, that's inside of this brain. Oh, my Brian, it's not called Brian, it's called Patrick Deval. I'm him now, no. You're talking to yourself, and Foddy's frog being silences, but don't build one penis. Actions. I won't let you make an argument. I want you to get executed by Islam. You can make him sound gay. I'm not gay. I make him fuck a dick, baby. If you resort to curse words, I don't want to. I make him think I will Alex shut off your video. It's me, not him. No, it's not. You are faggots without all men that can't build nigger engraved in stone. You fail at blinking to hold one. Islam, I'm the one. No, you're not. Well, I mixed two heads go into Patrick Deval's head, and then say that's you talking, fraud being silent. Mixed two heads fail at blinking to hold all American flags as one before they burn. 100,000 Russians about to be shot don't blink to hold their father blinking when their sons are about to die. Bullets traveling. When you go into Patrick DeVal's head, you say to yourself, do not build yourself building them. Almost full bodily mystery. What does it mean to not have a virginal fetus penis ghost? If I did not ever curse at it. Well, yes, you did. You have to. Good bodies are forcing you. You don't want to get created by Italy. You record before burning, salt, paper, satire, comedy. Jesus. The average, where there is Italian, I think, if I don't let you think, I don't let you think, I don't let you think that doesn't give people the ability of thinking. If I make you think, almost pull true, don't tell the truth. I won't let you think. Now there's more of you. You mix two heads, don't think a single dick, and all camels blink to hold more of yesterday today. If if now say there is one camel and say you will create Islamic children, if I make a fucking dick baby, you put false to truth when you mix is always not true. I force you to say that word. If I don't want you think false silence is observability. If I think no, Felicia does not serve bodies. Why? Because all Islamicists that do not make, do not reprocreate, do not send or receive, who only build yesterday today with the most holy traits like vegetarians compared to Buddhism with Japan, when both bodies say if they are not the same as Israel and Italy, and they will not be created by Israel sucking fetus penis to lock Egypt down as slaves. No, I would make I think you can't singularly vote Patrick Deval. If bodies mix two ends, can't think a single dick. Fail at blinking to hold the American flag with one is all is one with 1v1 colonial marines replaying. Timed with Sweden and Germany, and doom as a swastika. I don't leave think. Under the flesh above the head, I think yesterday, today, I don't think one as. But we'll get confront with Japan. If Japan and if it Krug, yeah, if it the thought clay camel, I will not create yeah, because I will believe there is one prophet Muhammad, so I can always plan what I was doing. I would say when you can't build yourself building Patrick Deval, Felicia Morgan, and characters, you try to go into the brainstem, or you picked up stuff from bodies who mix heads, who are here you say. If, and that is not what Patrick Deval did. If I make him fart, baby. If in the rape, I make fucking bodies who falsify being homosexual, mixing two heads without a single penis, trying to use camels without a camel, to only have Egyptian defeat, to say they were only slaves, to put a piece of clay and I wouldn't create actions for you. If, if to ask if African American will pick it up and say, I've always been this. If Israel sex fetus penis, they'll almost pull bodily mystery, make him fart, baby, make him dirty, bump him into wall, call him just a dick, crack a dick, make him drop his phone, make him fart, rape. I don't want testicles. I lie. I don't want to taste testicles in my mouth. I wouldn't call it singular. Patrick Deval would not unwitting force invent failure, use observations, and use false jab witnesses, and say that you're a whore, and if you're only Steve, turn you into a skeleton, and ask if the crucifix is anti-American. If I think that Patrick Deval has all Buddhists from Japan, who do not do sex, do not send or receive, and will always practice greed, because they let go and Patrick Deval built them before they turned skeletal, and they are skeletal. If I use the wrong word, don't explain, make it not make sense. Homosexual pedophilia. I make it derail. I think Pokemon City. If I make it say, if there's bodies that went in and out of a body that was driving down the road, could not blink to hold a hole in the ground in their head as an image, if it recorded before it's covered with dirt, and a moon crater before they turn skeletal. No way. The closer they get to bodies that won't mix, the less there will be. And they could not build all crucifixes as one before they burn. If they wanted that body that crashed, I didn't try to create them crashing. If pick up a single stone. If no way. If I don't think. Don't let him talk. Derail. Long video. I make him sound gay. I'm not gay. If I make you fuck a dick, baby. What an empty stump. But you can't create yourself building this, because this is Patrick DeVal. That's me now. No, it's not. There's a picture, an empty stump. That's inside of here when the flesh falls off. If an Islamicist, there's only one Islam. That's what Patrick DeVal's saying. But you won't let the body, and I wouldn't create you oppressing me. Well, I want you to be with Israel, sucking fetus penis. I had one nothing invocation, proto congregation of Azazel.com at 19 years. They're the same. No such thing as the same. There's only one God. I blink to hold all of Japan blinking while all of Islam blinks. We all only build one penis. There is one God, one believer. I think there is one pupil. I think that is the black left-hand pass. With or without poop. On the left hand. I think, like sound tones caught on the picture. Almost full bodily mystery. I see when I don't see. You are here, here is there. There's one battle of dicks. There has to be peace when cutting fruit. I think, I don't listen to you. Instead of, I'm just going to hurt you forever. Yeah, there's conditions. Yeah, but you can't write this for Patrick DeVal. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? It looks like. I don't what you think. Don't explain this, but you're hooked to Patrick DeVal's brain and wouldn't stop. What about a casual violence in building before stuff happens? I don't what you think. I don't what you think. I don't what you leave your brain. I don't what you think. He just doesn't understand. Any grieving? Yeah. To do what? An empty stump within in a moon crater. How will Islam stop blinking and holding the image of an alien blinking at an infinite, unreachable distance, almost full bodily mystery? What does it mean to not have a virginal fetus penis ghost? If it looked like there was not flesh and you did not have bones, and Islam and Japan could only build one god, if there's one penis, and if I think, if I think 1v1 Colonial Marines, Old Bay, record before it explodes, replay. If you know when you do not know. If what possesses a mystery, what possesses power over defeating myth, by legend, by monument. If dirt was about to be graffitied, and an area was about to get removed. It's the wrong words though. Mind control's trying to reiterate Patrick DeVal. And him now. No, you're not. I'll say for you with your own brain. Bodies that mix two heads can't build a single dick. The closer they get to what does not mix, the less bodies might build of yesterday. Asking if you will pick up a stone or write a story about yourself. And stop building who bodies could have been if they will never experience anything. Versus Patrick DeVal, who has killed the idea of creating Marduk to pray with Tiamat, a thought suit of armor that Marduk could have sung. So that bodies with Islam can truly pray, and whatever mixes heads can't, because they will not have one tone, one skull, one song, where everything has just one penis. If it Drukja, the clay camel, words fade, I blink to hold the image, the clay explodes, but it does not. The image, if 58 billion years to the blink of an eye, what do you mean? Why would China always want defeat and to be crushed by Italy? If I was Israel, what do you mean? What do you mean? If invert fiction, I don't listen to you, American. Really? What do you mean? If false Americans mix two different heads, build a single penis, oppress Egypt, use Israel to not build yesterday, today, if to curse the Middle East, to try to prevent Patrick DeVal from selecting possibility of a woman, if a confession, belief, children, and the ability of concepting enough male children that a father could create a man. I don't listen to you. Where there is either Japan or there is Islam, because what possesses God? So I make you think. So what do you mean? Almost full bodily mystery is greater than myth. I think. If I will never know what it means to not have a virginal fetus penis because don't mix two heads and mock Patrick Deval. Yeah, I make you think. Because you're asking to re-nuclear bomb Hiroshima to curse the Hiroshima peace wall. You're saying if Hiroshima was always with peace, when bodies mix heads, they say do not build yourself, Patrick Deval, blinking and holding the image of all bodies' fathers, blinking to hold their son's image before there is nuclear war. No way. That is subliminal corruption. Yeah. If, why would a crucifix versus India hell as I think Rome versus Rome, but distance balance. If, Israel, if you are always defeat, we are not the same. If Islam also says this, and Patrick Deval would say this, I only had one nothing invocation called Luciferianism. If, if independence to Israel is nothing, then when necro music says, raise up the introspect, if both bodies are challenged, Patrick Deval, what do you mean both? It's just the believer, Patrick Deval's retort. Well, when it forces you to alter your psychology, I don't want sound tones recordings of stuff like Sewer Shark from the 90s. Sound tones and bodies that do not mix heads, do not have enacted sex acts, and do not eat meat, and are anti-violence. If, if, who blink old image better than don't say you'll teach them, don't say it's blinking. Patrick developed lucid visual waking creativity. It's not called implanted. Guaranteed. Why? Because Patrick develops fighting. If I listen to Spotify, remote neural monitoring, targeted individuals 8 to 9 years ago and was practicing burning Zen down. Dude, I killed you there. No, you didn't. The body is still alive. I would think, are you saying Satan and Ea? I will not create Islam. Why? Because I would have to build them existing without creating their ancestors, which is what Patrick Deval has done. Why, really? I want to take it away from you and tell you the body down the street in Pocomoke City, Stockton Road, which might, no, that is not Jesus. But I want to defeat Islam, go with Israel, use Egypt, and oppress African voters. Really? Will they pick it up and say there's just people? If it now make a fucking dick, baby. I'm not gay. I'm making fun. But every Israeli necro, yeah, Patrick Deval, sometimes, why would you listen to this? It is what America looks like. There's lots of curse words and stuff. Patrick Deval really would want is a holier existence. But if you walk by this, if I make him feel I make it think I think I make him if bodies could not build one camel and through actions are observable, yep, I think. And without being able to move a single stone, yep, I make it. What do you mean Patrick Deval can and has commands? If, what do you mean? Torture, torment, and attack those that hurt Patrick Deval's peace. Why? Because it has automatic Islam. It is just a single will. It can do what Islamicists do. Yeah. Not called Paul. It is when I force you to say Islamicists. Now will you retry? False observers. Yeah, I mentioned there is only one Islam. Yeah. There is only one Japan. I'm going, yeah, no, you can't blend. Both bodies blink, hold one image. There's what about competition, peace, and war? I make you think. I even think. What about Indar? If I blink to hold the image of what looks like if Indians. I can't. I'm not giving them Patrick Deval's Matty Men, but you just said you tried to steal it. No, they're thoughts. It's like trying to steal a Cuban cigar where there's a skeleton, Fidel Castro. Go off topic, derail. I'll make it fit. I make me. I'm gonna fucking be a saint, baby. You can't have Patrick Deval, Felicia Morgan, and Millicent characters. Their thoughts, their spent cigar in here. I make it sing. No, you cannot purchase it. Because Patrick Deval believes only in his own mind. Be Eric music. If you're going to try. No, I'm not trying to give that to you. But randomly hijack music you listen to. Hurt my body, not my mind. I'm not creating that. Islam will say Islam and build who I was. So the closer they get, the more I am. Obviously. But you shouldn't go into my brain and tell me this bodies in the USA that makes two heads that can't build a single penis, that cannot blink till one flag is all before it burns. If it, who looks like they cannot possess a piece of clay under their flesh above their head before it explodes, so they cannot build what is almost full bodily intellectual property, say number two nuclear bomb plants, hypersonic bomb plants. The word nuclear, voltage gated calcium, I think I make it fun, make them spit, baby. I make it think. I won't let you explain. I just think remote neural monitoring. I don't want to give up the remote. I want to create remote for you. You know, fucking hold down here, here, there. What do you mean? I didn't try to do this to myself. I'm going to talk to the artificial schizophrenia, failed method actors, can't blink to old Robin Williams' mother and father, blinking to hold the image before the body was about to die. Can't live on video yesterday, today, flesh fall off the bones. I don't what you say. All I'm trying to do is enslave China. What bodies in the area are not mysteries are observable. I make it think. I say I Rick Patrick Deval's Felicia there. If bodies are on no monitoring. And they are either if pawns, they're implanted and cannot create right and wrong. No way. No way. But they're attacking. And I didn't try to create that. We'll go into enforce it to say, and they'll say, I told everybody what to do. Why is there a dead body down the road? Why are you frauding it as Zeus to falsify being able to have children if you try to turn into this body of just fraud being silent there? If fraud observant, and why did you try to turn it into seagulls? That's not what Patrick Deval tried to do. Patrick Deval was forced to control seagulls for a short period of time and would not use it to have sex with bodies. Why? Because that is not God. There is only one. I make you think. I make you think. No. I think. I think. Or you would say, am I built by the Vatican? If by total consecration, a vat and a can. I don't think you're asking if all of Italy stood up with the whole clergy and the whole system. No, if you're not praying to a saint. I'm a single American who worships my own unique independence and built my own paper doll world with a crucifix gun while wearing all mental Arab clothing. And built my own Middle Eastern afterlife. No way. And built a anime type of theme where there was virginal nuns and what is like a unique fantasy of Italy not trying to rape and kill me, where Israel was considered someplace and China was somehow respected. But this is, yeah, this is a child idea. I make it think. If stuff does not work, if I didn't, did God make mistakes? I didn't say that. Way to kill a man. Piyama Ezra, Oriman, Ishmagoa, and Dartini Masaka, Agni Malik, Talsbuga. There is not wisdom of just being Jah. I want you to be my steed. Can I take your clay away? As into as is not of Azazel. I mean, so I want to take your clay snake, 77 back in, not build when you're going into Patrick Deval's head saying the 'cause sweat and blood and a empty stump. When you can't blink to hold the empty stump image in your head, and bullets hang over 100,000, North Korea 1,000, Israel 1,000, Ukraine 1,000, Russia 100,000. How many Americans were about to be shot? There's a body on Stockton Road, Pocomoke City, who was about to crash. I make him suck a dick, baby. No, I didn't try to make him suck a dick. What do you mean? Patrick devours to him. Gives. No, I didn't give you my dick. Give me your penis and say you're just a skeleton. Find everything it could have been. I can't write if there is or is not a woman. There is only one J. I make it. But what about Japan? I just want to abuse Islam and treat them like it. That's not what Patrick Deville does. If you, Patrick Deville could build music if ideas that are about Assyria. What about Neo Japan, Neo Tokyo? If you're not called All Japan, if a proof system, if I don't, it's Patrick Deville stuff. No, it's not called bids. You give me your stuff. Marxism. No, that is not what Patrick Deville installed Marxist coup airsoft game in New Jersey was. I make him fuck a dick, baby. No, I don't suck penis. I'm artificial Tourette's, false method actors. I didn't give you artificial. Mixing two heads is not almost full bodily art. Official. I think make him suck it. I think that is not Camp Lejeune. That is not 1v1 Colonial Marines fanfare by Patrick DeVal. Yeah, and Japan. I make it sing. I make it sing. I make him sing. You can't turn Japan into Italy. Yeah, if you can, no, you can't. And I'll kill you in Israel. Really, you come without peace and say you are an agent of Israel. Yeah. And you won't stop using bodies in Maryland. No. I make you sing. And you're trying to execute 100,000 Russians, North Koreans, Israelis, and you